Hi, everyone. I'm Steve here with Pastor Victor Brote. Thanks for being with us, Pastor.
So glad to be here. Great day for this one.
Now, I know that you like to talk about Revelation, and I know that you really like to talk about comparing about, hey, this is real. This is the new earth. This is the wealth. And it's just kind of, I know it's bigger than what can fit in your head as far as really realizing what it really is. So it's that way for a lot of people. But go ahead and read what you've got.
Uh, Hear this. Try to like tune your ears into this because it's so important to get. Uh, when I go like this, they're bones that are real to my body. Maybe not to you, but to me, this is reality, the most reality you get. But that is all temporary. And I'm going to read about the eternal. And this is where we are to be headed. It's from Revelation 21:16 through 18. The city, this is the heavenly city, the city was laid out a square as long as it is wide, measured the city with a rod, and found it to be 1,200 stadia in length. That's about 1,400, and it ends up 1,400 square miles, about the size half of the United States total landmass. Huge city, as high and as it is long. The angel measured the walls using human measurement. This is so important. It's on human standards. This is not something floating in the air or a mythical thing. This is real, actual measurements. 144 cubits. By yards, it's about 70 some yards. That's a thick wall. The wall was made of jasper. We can think of that as a diamond. The city of pure gold, pure as glass. This is where we are headed. You can bring your credit card. You could, if you're, let's see, Elon Musk, um, Bill Gates, you can try and bring your credit card. They'll turn you away unless you know Jesus, unless you've been walking with Jesus. But what about all this money? Just toss it on the straw pit and we'll get rid of it later. It's useless. We don't go into heaven and say, please give me a cup of eternal life. Please give me some of that fruit. All right, pull out your credit card. There is, if you were laughing beforehand, if anything, if you have a credit card, which is almost ridiculous, but it would have an infinite balance on it. You can get
Infinite credit.
whatever
Yeah.
you need, and the
Wave
infinite
it
credit, and it's
everywhere.
because of what. Yeah, just, you don't have to hook it to anything, but it's really the identity of Jesus. When we are in Jesus, we are marked with his name and we are given this place that is eternal. I mean, when we focus on finances, it's like a very minuscule thing. It's a truth, but we have riches in heaven that are just beyond really even in comprehending because God is so bountiful in what he wants to give to you and I. And how do we receive that? Opening our heart to Jesus. But I'm so poor. But what about my condition? It doesn't matter. You are rich in Jesus. All of these other things. Oh, am I getting canceled on the 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 social media that I love? So what? None of that matters. But I've been insulted. So what? But I've been hurt. So what? Our destination is this eternal blessing, and it gives value to everything that we do, everything that we are. Every creature around us is precious because we all belong there. That's where we should be headed. So I'll try to shut up at that. But it's so exciting if you really begin to process this in your brain and just pick out anything. You're walking along, you see a plant. What will that plant be like in heaven? Will it have glorious flowers on it instead of thorns? I mean, God has a design that is so perfect, and it's reflected in minuscule all around us, focus on heaven, focus on heaven. And it changes our day and our activities and our loving.
Yeah, and it's hard sometimes to really do what you're processing because we get caught up in our daily activities, and this is important and that is important, and it's not really when you look at the big picture. So
Right.
as always, appreciate your input and your
Super.
explanation of basically how you feel on that, Pastor. So thanks for being with us.
Thanks.